You put in the grinding hours and do the heavy lifting. You get right to the edge of the next level of success, and then you mysteriously blow a gasket. You pick a fight, you drop the ball, or you sabotage the win just as you're about to cross the line. This is the upper limit problem. Think of it as an invisible internal thermostat, calibrated by old childhood beliefs. When your life starts going too well, that thermostat trips, triggering a sequence of self-sabotage designed to pull you back to a familiar, secure level of struggle. We've let imaginary lids dictate reality for centuries. When early steam trains were first introduced, scientists warned that the human body would physically explode if it traveled faster than 30 miles per hour. They believed the environment would destroy them because their internal code couldn't conceive of that much speed. This mechanism is a universal human hazard. Even on the global stage, reaching the peak of influence can trip an internal switch. For Bill Clinton, achieving the highest office in the world triggered a plunge into high-stakes scandal, a classic case of the subconscious sabotaging a too-good reality to return to a more familiar state of conflict. To stop this cycle, you have to leave the abstract theories behind and grab a physical notebook and a pen. We are going to conduct a hands-on teardown of your internal programming. This is the work of a demolition crew. You have to physically rip out a rotten foundation before the real build can begin. Begin by diagnosing the fault. Isolate the specific way you crimp the flow of your own progress. Look for the pattern. Maybe you pick unnecessary fights with your spouse right after a big promotion, or you suddenly start missing deadlines the moment your business starts to scale. Write that exact behavior down in your notebook. Dragging it onto the page turns a vague feeling into a tangible target. Now, excavate the root. Focus on the specific feeling behind that symptom, the anxiety or the sense of unworthiness. Ask yourself, what memory does this remind me of? It takes patience to dig through the mental noise, but keep searching for the earliest moment you felt that exact same weight. This is where most people stall. When you find that childhood memory, separate the objective facts from the subjective story you decided was true. The facts are what a camera would record. The story is the interpretation you added. Write them out on opposite sides. This forces you to see that the childhood event wasn't the limit. The story you invented about it was. Seeing the difference between what actually happened and the lie you've been living is the only way to break the engine's faulty feedback loop. Next, assess the structural damage. You need to conduct a real-world audit of what this internal lie has cost you. List the specific tolls, the income you didn't earn, the relationships you sabotaged, and the years spent playing small. You need to feel the full weight of the damage to gain the leverage needed to change it. Now, forge the new steel. Take your pen and aggressively cross out that old limiting belief in your notebook. Draft a new, empowering operating narrative to fill the space. Replace weak statements like, I am a burden, with clear, grounded truths like, I am a powerful asset to my team. Expect this to feel uncomfortable. This is sweat equity. Your brain will try to reject a narrative it doesn't fully believe yet, but you must push through the friction. Physically crossing out that line and writing the new truth destroys the psychological anchor holding the old, weak structure in place. To make it stick, you have to bolt the new narrative down. Even a perfect blueprint is useless if you let the old programming reboot the moment you get stressed. Define one specific physical habit, like taking a deep breath or pulling your shoulders back, to deploy the second that old fear creeps back in. This creates a physical override for your psychology. You also need external accountability. Pick one trusted man you can share this new narrative with today. Telling someone else drags the commitment out of your head and into the real world. Without a physical habit and an accountability partner, these are just loose parts. Bolting them down ensures the engine holds together under extreme pressure. Look at the page in front of you. Observe the raw work, the identified faults, the crossed-out lies, and the bold new narrative you just forged. Follow the marching orders to keep the momentum. Cross out the old story. Write the new truth. Call another man and share it before the day is over. Completing this exercise stops the invisible leaks and repairs the foundation that was holding you back. Now take this rebuilt engine out of the garage and go build something that actually matches your potential. True leadership emerges when you stop avoiding your limits and start dismantling them from the ground up.